What's up, guys? It's MB Boxing. I just finished up watching Gary Antuanne Russell versus Viktor Postol, and this was a 10-rounder in the super lightweight division, and this fight was Saturday, February 26th from the Cosmopolitan of Las Vegas in Las Vegas, Nevada, and this fight was broadcasted on Showtime, and in this fight, Gary Antuanne Russell was able to stop Viktor Postol in the 10th round. Leading up to the stoppage, this bout scored 87-84 in favor of Gary Antuanne Russell. So, I'm pretty sure the judges would have had the same scorecard, like anywhere from 3 rounds, maybe 4 rounds in favor of Postol leading up to the stoppage, maybe even 2, anywhere from 2 rounds to 4 rounds in favor of Postol leading up to the stoppage. But, throughout this fight, let's just say the first half was fairly competitive, actually. Like, after 5 rounds, it could have been like 40-47, like either way, anything like that, maybe 40-47 Russell. But, so like the first couple rounds, or really throughout the fight, Gary Antuanne Russell was the one coming forward, throwing a lot of body shots, throwing a lot of shots to the head, throwing a lot of straight lefts down the pipe, whilst Postol, like I did predict, obviously, being the one on the outside, trying to jab, trying to land 1-2s, trying to set up his jab and score points. So, the fight went really how I expected it to be, but it didn't really go how I thought it would go late. I thought later on in the fight, Postol would really win most of those rounds, but it was really a back and forth chess match when it comes to rounds. Like, one guy would win this round, one guy would win this round, one guy would win another round in the first half of the fight. But then in the second fight, Russell really started to dominate, in my opinion. He started to sort of back up Postol more, started to land more shots, started to win the rounds more easily as they went on. And then in the 10th round, sort of at the end in the last minute or so, somewhere around there, I can't remember what time it was, but Postol was hurt with a right hand. He was originally backed up in the 10th round earlier, but then he was hit with a nice right hook. He got buckled, and then Gary Antuanne Russell went in for the kill, but Postol was defending himself. He wasn't getting hit. He was just moving around the ring a lot, blocking shots, trying not to get hit, but then the referee stopped the fight. So it was a horrible stoppage, if I'm going to be 100% honest, because Postol wasn't really getting hit after he got hit with that initial shot. He was blocking those shots and moving around the ring. But, comment down below your thoughts on the stoppage. I think it was an awful stoppage, but either way, Russell would have still got the victory, but still, a stoppage, it was not a great one, but still, Gary Antuanne Russell, very impressive performance. He stepped up from being a fighter who was ranked like number 50 on BoxRec to fighting a guy who was ranked inside the top 10 and as a former world champion, and he's really the first ever guy to stop Postol, if you're going to look at that. So, this was a tremendous performance by Russell, and what is next for him? I would love to see Russell fight someone else in the top 10 in the super lightweight division, and Josh Taylor talked about possibly moving up in weight in his next fight. If that happens, we could see Russell taking on Zepeda for a vacant title, someone else who's highly ranked in the super lightweight division, something like that. He has big opportunities next, and if not for a world title, like a vacant title, if Josh Taylor does move up, which is a big, which is definitely a possibility, but just a big sort of jump to a conclusion. But what's really sort of a real option for Russell is definitely an opponent in the top 10 in the super lightweight division. I wouldn't even mind him fighting Subriel Matias. That'd be a very fun, very vicious war. Both men love to come forward. Both men are on PBC. Both fight on Showtime. It would be a tremendous fight. So, with that being said, I think that Gary Antuanne Russell should fight, or probably will fight, someone in the top 10 in the super lightweight division next, even though he just got a victory over a guy who's arguably top 5 in the weight class. But as for Viktor Postol losing here for the 4th time, and he's sort of at the end of his career a bit, losing for the 2nd straight time. He's got a lot really to worry about nowadays. He just fought here, everything with Ukraine now, it's just crazy. So, I hope that, obviously, the situation gets handled well, and that he's able to possibly even continue with his career, stay with his family, and really just be healthy and safe and whatever. And that's really the main thing right now, as opposed to what's really next for him. But, he's probably going to fight someone amongst the ranks in the top 25, top 30, get a decent win, unless he he's done with his career and he could retire, considering that this is really a tough loss after a pretty long layoff since the Ramirez fight. So overall, Gary Antuanne Russell defeats Viktor Postol by a controversial stoppage, but still, it was in the 10th round, and it's still the first ever time that Postol has been stopped. And Russell does improve to 15 wins with no defeats, and all 15 wins coming by way of knockout. And yeah, that's really it. I'm MB Boxing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.